We haven't done a how-to video for a while. Are you going to show us how to?
Yeah, let's take a look at it.
This is Micah. You know what you're doing first.
Oh yeah. So,
oh yeah, I love the confidence. Okay.
So we're putting a window motor and track system in this door here. What car is this?
It's a Model A.
Model A.
Model A coupe.
Yep. So we've got it trimmed down because these tracks are made for a much larger window than we need here. These are pretty short windows.
It's a universal track.
Yeah.
So the goal of trimming it down is your window is from here to here. And when your window rolls all the way down, it goes into the track here. You don't want the window to go below, maybe just barely 1/8 of an inch below this. So you have to cut the track off here to make sure that it don't go down way too far, and then we just tack this back here so this piece ain't flopping. That's where the rod for the cable goes for the make it go up and down.
Yep. So now that we've got this fit in here, make sure that lines up nicely there. We'll go ahead and mark our holes.
Okay, is that there? Okay, it's actually a little high.
A little too high.
So you want that to be right even there. So this here and this need to be even with the outside. And what we do, we take in here, we put an aluminum channel to build this up, and then we can put some felting here. So the glass is going to along the felting. So we can actually, this has got an offset in it, you can see that. So we can take and knock the offset down a little bit to match there. So once we got this matching, what about the back? We gotta make sure when your glass is in here and in here, that it's in the center of here and here. So we got, okay, aluminum channel. It's kind of one way to figure it out. So you can kind of see this is, that's gonna be sitting way high. If you take that out to about where that goes. So we're gonna have to somehow get that down. So that's gonna have to be even on that. Otherwise what'll happen when your window rolls all the way down, it's gonna put pressure. In this case, it's gonna put pressure on the outside going to the door. And a good chance it's gonna break the window right there in the center. So the window has to go up and down. There is a little bit of flex in here, back and forth. So as the window travels up and down, you can see it'll move like that. But you do want to center this channel between the two rails. It's not important that it's absolute center, but it is important that it is parallel. This and this is parallel to this. And if you're doing say a 32 or a 34 where the window's not a rectangle window, but it's a kind of a shape, an oval shape, there's going to be a flat side, especially along the bottom. It's going to go along that channel. Make sure it's parallel to whichever side of the channel is going to be parallel with it. Drill the holes, got to mark it. Metric bolts, of course it's made in China or somewhere, not made in America. Can't get American made ones, I don't think. So you're going to have metric bolts there. And
then we got to trim the bolts down that way they don't
exactly
stick up and hit the glass.
Yeah, you don't want the bolts to be too long, especially the one that goes up underneath it here, that it pushes the channel up. So you may need to trim the bolt depending on what size bolts you can get. Unfortunately, around the stores here you can buy bolts by the pound, $2.99 a pound, but these bolts 69 cents a pound. I didn't get them from our normal source. I went over to the feed store, had them. 69 cents a bolt. A little pricey. So we don't want to kick them around the floor. Once the door's on, or the power window's in, oh, we can show this over here. So this is going to get an outside door handle. So what we're doing is we're mocking it up. We've got this little jig here that we put on, and we make our hardware. Put a spring on the handle here so it returns, and then you can see inside here this goes onto the handle, right where the don't know where the handle went, but we had here we go. So we weld on the end of the handle, we weld this piece, and then once the handle's in there, it just goes in. Let's see, how can we do this? Okay, this is manipulating here. All right, so anyway, that folds up on it. If you can figure that out, you're better than I am. But the pin just goes in there. Oh, here we go. Just goes into it like this, and then snaps down. Never mind. You'll get the idea once you start working. Well, hopefully you enjoyed that finger work there. So Micah,
Yep.
bending, doing. So what's your latest project? You got like all kind of art projects and things going on.
Yeah, so I built a big coffee table. It's got a V6 engine block. It's built on a nice quilt pattern wood base made out of 200-year-old oak.
Really?
And then it's got all kinds of fancy lights on it, so it lights up from the inside.
Finished?
Real nice.
Ready to go?
It's finished. Yeah.
For sale? How
For
much?
sale. I'm asking $1,200 for it.
And where can we find that?
I could.
You don't have a website? You don't have
I
a?
don't have a website.
You have a YouTube channel?
I do have a channel. Yeah, Born to Wrench with no spaces.
Born to Wrench with no spaces.
That's my channel. You can find me on there. If you're interested in the table.
He would have been smart to put that up on YouTube.
I'm not sure if I have a video up on it yet, but I'll put one up there, and you can take a look at it. If you like it, just message me, and
Yeah,
we can
there you
figure
go.
something out.
It is pretty cool. I did see
Yeah.
some pictures of it.
Yeah, it's really nice.
And then if you're confused on how to use extensions,
Yeah.
you got a video of how to use
Oh, yeah.
extensions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's it for this instructional video.